from his perspective, what factors have gotten us to the crisis in Nigeria that we face today?
Thank you very much, Congressman, and I want to thank the organizers of this event. I think it has come at a very important time. I hope it will make some difference, and I hope it is not too late. What got us here is arrogance of the elite rulers and those who run the nation here in Nigeria. Arrogance that the problems that were so obvious 10, 15 years ago will just suddenly go away, and nobody took proactive action. What got us here is inability to see from a national perspective that we were faced with a problem that was so deep, so obvious for those who cared to see. What got us here is the, as Congressman Wolf said a moment ago, is the Western press refusing to acknowledge that there are genocidal activities in Nigeria. The Western press refusing to acknowledge that there are even problems in Nigeria. What got us here is confused narrative. People saying everything else except addressing the real problem of how we got to where we are. What got us here is the opening up of Libya and the chasing away of ISIS from Europe and allowing them to come into Libya and down into Niger, down into Mali. What got us here is the refusal to acknowledge that spiritual issues, that there are religious roots for the problems that we have in Nigeria, that indeed Christians are being persecuted. Of course, Muslims are being killed as well. Moderate Muslims are being killed. Christians are being killed. We have failed to acknowledge that there is a religious issue that is involved in what is happening. So if we want to go to the bottom of why and how we got here, we must ask the leaders, the political leaders who have buried their heads in the sand and have refused to acknowledge for 10 years, and particularly in the last 5-6 years, that Nigeria is faced with an existential problem. We are faced with an existential problem. Only yesterday, the governor of Niger State, not Niger, the country, came out and said that Boko Haram have pitched a flag next door, 2 hours away from the Nigerian federal capital.
In fact, I just heard they've already placed their flag in Kauli, so which means they've taken over the territory. If care is not taken, nobody, not even Abuja, is safe. We have been saying this for long. We've been saying this, and all efforts have been in vain. But Kaule is less than 2 hours drive to Abuja, so nobody is safe anymore. Not even Abuja is safe.
The same yesterday, the Benue State governor buried 70 people that were killed by the Fulani headsmen. He said it was the Fulani headsmen.
These cops you're seeing here, in the last 2 weeks, we are burying over 70 people just in Makurdi local government alone. This is not accepted. Go to Guma, the same killings are taking place. Go to Gwa West, the same killings are taking place. This is not right. The federal government have refused to take proactive steps to arrest this ugly situation that we're witnessing here today.
2 days ago, the governor of, I think, Abia or Imo, Anambra.
The government of Anambra State condemns this heinous act in strongest terms and has ordered the security commanders to bring the criminals behind this regrettable incident to justice.
Enugu had the same problem, burying people that had been killed by these hoodlums ravaging in every part of the country. Whether you go to the east, you go to the west, you go to the north, there are killings on a daily basis. just before I came on air on this program, somebody sent me a note from Kaduna and said that what is going on is like something that was taken out of the movie. So we have a nation that is just setting itself up for an implosion. I hope we are not too late. We were told yesterday that the Secretary of State of the United States had a virtual meeting with the President of Nigeria. I hope he listened. I hope there were concrete issues discussed, because where we are now, a senator was weeping in the Federal House of National Assembly. A Nigerian senator was weeping, recounting the atrocities that are being committed all over Nigeria.
Nobody deceive us, Mr. President. A lot of billions of naira have been voted for security services. Nothing is coming out of it. We wouldn't wait until our nation gets bombed. Let us shout and call for foreign support. I am a APC man and I've been supporting my party, but the president should get to know that it has gotten to a point that we who are supporters, who are members of the APC, we can no longer keep quiet. The president must rise to the occasion. You know, you not see the truth and you are afraid to say it because you will die. We must open, Mr. President. The nation is on fire. The president must rise to the occasion. It costs us nothing to get foreign support. We must rise to the occasion. We must bring in people to save this country, or else we'll be consumed. Every one of us will have a chapter for history. Whenever the history of this period will be written, whatever is our position, we have a chapter. We cannot keep quiet any longer. It has gotten to a point that we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed. We are not free. Our children are not free. The president must rise to the occasion. There's no nation that is so powerful that doesn't need support of other nations.
There is no square mile of the nation that is spared right now. I don't know how we are getting on. I don't know how we have managed to keep going on now. But I hope that government and the decision makers to see that they have a role to play, because as Congressman Wu said a moment ago, where we are, it's a skyfall problem, by which I mean it's going to be everybody's problem. It's not going to be a Nigerian problem when it starts. It's going to be a West African problem. It's going to be an African problem. It's going to be a European problem, and it's going to be beyond that.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Next question to.
Others. Yes, it can, and it will. I'm sorry to say that I am not alarmist. Nigeria can implode. It will implode. What has gotten us to this position is the denial on the leadership, is the denial on the elite that too big to fail. Nigeria is not too big to fail. When you have governors crying, making open statements, pointing, accusing fingers.
Mr. President said the other day that the security men should shoot anyone with AK-47. And up to today, we have not heard where security men have shot them. The Minister of Defense came and reversed what Mr. President said, that they said they are arrested and prosecuted. Where are we going? How do you wake up every day and you see your people being killed? Mr. President must do the needful. And I want to suggest that immediately let there be a security summit. I'm aware that in Niger, in Zamfara, all over the country, northeast, northwest, north central, southeast, south, west, all the places, this kind of barbaric act is being taken by the same Fulani. People are afraid to say it. And they give them a name bandit. They are not bandit, they are Fulanis. These ones that came here, look at the best way that they were seeing, and they were speaking that language.
That the security situation is bad. Now they are robbing people in traffic. Yes, Nigeria can and it will, unfortunately. Time in the years that have been involved in this, Congressman, you know that we have pushed. I have joined you to many meetings to push for an envoy for Nigeria. We produced this book. This is a 310-page book on the silent killings in Nigeria. It is real. It is real. There is an urgency for the United States, the British government, the French government, the German government to do something quickly as possible. And I think the best way, including doing the visits by Congress people, is for the President of the United States to appoint an envoy as a matter of urgency. What Nigeria is faced with now is existential. It is existential. And if Nigeria implodes, right now, Chad just lost their president. Niger just suffered a coup. Benin is unstable. Cote d'Ivoire is unstable. Mali is unstable. Cameroon, the man there is weak. ISIS and ISWAP, they have access to the whole of West and Central Africa. If it happens the way they have planned it, there will be no time for discussion. Please, I beg of you, those of you who are in Congress and in a position to take decisions, it is urgent.
Good work that you're doing. I just want to pledge my commitment to work with all of you to try and bring this to more people's attention and to bring the resources that are necessary to try and address these awful situations that are taking place every day to such a wonderful people, the people of Nigeria.
Thank you. Dr. Becky?
Yes, thank you very much, Congressman Wolf. I want to end by saying that the problem we have is structural. The problem we have is existential. It threatens the existence of the country if nothing is done. But I don't support the breakup of Nigeria. As an individual, my organization as well does not support the breakup of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria can be solved if we bring everybody back on the table to talk together, if we respect religious freedom, if the government does what it ought to do, if we operate a federal system. The Nigerian government structurally is a federal government, but right now it is not operating as one. It should be forced to go back and operate not as a unitary government, but as a federal system where the states can take decisions on security issues that affect them. I am not for the breakup of Nigeria. My organization is not for the breakup of Nigeria. I think what we should do is to look for positive ways in which Nigerian problems can be solved. Time is not on our side. Time is not on the side of the international group of countries that are interested in what's going on in Africa. Now is the time to act. I plead with you. I thank you for this, and I'm grateful for the promises that the congressmen have made. I think we should move fast to make them, to realize them. This is how I would like to close. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Well, I want to close by thanking Congressman Smith and Congressman Schwazi. I mean, they got a big heart, and frankly, they're two of the very best that you could have. So their activity may end up saving thousands and thousands of lives. I am grateful, and I know the people of Nigeria are. Secondly, I want to thank Dr. Becky too for taking this time and for all of your work, Doctor. I am very, very grateful. And I lastly want to thank FMC. It was very good for them to hold this panel, and I'm grateful for them, and I'm grateful for all the people that have watched. May good things, and God bless this effort to help the people of Nigeria. They're good people and they need our help. Thank you all for